Welcome to the Eat Better, Move Better, Live Better podcast presented by Flourish with Tracy, where we'll dive into the realms of holistic wellness, plant-based nutrition, yoga, and self-care to help you live your best life. Tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern for our special segments. Meditation Monday. Start your week with mindfulness. Wellness Wednesdays. Get the midweek boost you need. Sadhana Saturdays. Dedicate weekends to personal growth. Join us as we explore and discuss all things to eat better, move better, and live better. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today, we're going to talk about adaptogens and how they help improve your energy, sharpen focus, and restore a sense of calm. If you've ever felt burnt out, foggy, anxious, or constantly on edge, you're definitely not alone. And while most people may reach for caffeine or a sugar boost to push through, adaptogens offer a more balanced, sustainable solution. So we'll talk about what they are, how they work, and how you can integrate them into your daily life safely and effectively. So you may ask, well, what exactly are adaptogens? Well, adaptogens are natural herbs, roots, and mushrooms that help your body adapt to stress. The term adaptogen was first coined in the mid-20th century by Russian scientists studying herbs that could help the soldiers and cosmonauts maintain performance under pressure. To be classified as an adaptogen, the herb must be non-toxic. It must help the body maintain balance or homeostasis and normalize functions rather than to overstimulate or sedate them. So unlike caffeine or sugar, which boosts energy through stimulation, adaptogens support energy by strengthening your stress response system, more like a long-term ally than a quick fix. So how do they work? Adaptogens work on what's called the HPA axis. HPA stands for hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, and that is central to how we manage stress. When we experience stress, the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis kicks in, increasing cortisol. Over time, high cortisol leads to fatigue, anxiety, poor sleep, and brain fog. Adaptogens help regulate cortisol and make us more resilient, meaning we recover from stress faster and feel more grounded in the face of challenges. Adaptogens are beneficial. They actually boost your natural energy without a crash. They sharpen mental focus and memory, promote a sense of calm and emotional balance, strengthen the immune system, improve sleep quality, and help balance your hormones, including your thyroid and adrenal functions. They don't force a reaction. Instead, they support your body to do what it's already trying to do. Find balance. Adaptogens are not new. Many have been used in Ayurvedic and traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. It's just that modern science is catching up. Clinical studies have shown that certain adaptogens like ashwagandha and rhodiola can reduce anxiety, mental fatigue, and even symptoms of burnout. You may ask, are adaptogens plant medicine? Well, the answer is yes. However, it is not to be confused with the negative or toxic plant medications that have been in circulation. Adaptogens are plants that use herbs, roots, and fungi or other botanicals to promote health, healing, and balance. They have therapeutic effects on the body related directly to stress, energy, focus, and hormonal balance. It is a specific class of plant and fungi known for their ability to promote this balance without causing harm and are non-toxic at normal dosage. They are not psychedelics and should not be confused with the toxic plants or herbs that cause adverse effects, which is typically associated as plant medicine. It's important to know the difference because these plants can be poisonous or dangerous even in small amounts. They have very narrow therapeutic windows. There's a small gap between what is safe and toxic, and they interact strongly with any other medications. It's important to know the difference as they both fall under the umbrella of plant medicine. Adaptogens are gentle, long-term allies in wellness, whereas toxic plant medications may be very dangerous, potent, or poisonous, causing harm to the body. So how should you get started with adaptogens without self-diagnosis? You want to make sure that you don't fall into that trap because you want to be responsible to begin safely, mindfully, effectively, and especially if you're new to herbal consumption for medicinal purposes. You should consult an herbalist, an Ayurvedic practitioner, holistic wellness coach. And you want to get started by first asking questions to know your why. Instead of trying to fix a specific condition, you want to get to the root cause. Start by observing how you feel. Do you feel wired but tired? Is your energy inconsistent throughout the day? Do you struggle with focus, mood, or overwhelm? Are you sleeping poorly and feeling burnt out? Know that adaptogens do not treat diseases. They support your body's natural resilience. You're not diagnosing or looking for a medical condition. You're looking for patterns of imbalance. Adaptogens are considered supplements, and as with any supplements, it's previously mentioned, you should always speak to your primary care provider because you want to make sure there's not any problems with your current medications you may be taking. You don't want to mix medications with the herbs. So it's always important to speak with the herbalist, naturopath, or functional medicine doctor who understands your herbs and your medical history to help you choose herbs that fit you and your condition, and to again avoid those unsafe combinations or interactions, and to make sure that your dosage is adjusted appropriately. And when you make your appointment to see this professional, bring a list of the herbs you may be curious about, all of your symptoms, but not self-diagnosis. Just be true with what you are actually feeling and document that. And then you can start before you see them by documenting a journal. That way you'll have information that will be crucial to the herbalist or provider to help you come up with the solution that's best suggested for you. For example, what are your energy levels in the morning, afternoon, or evening? What's your mood patterns, your sleep quality? How are you focusing, or are you experiencing any brain fog, stress levels? This gives you a baseline to help you measure any real improvement or side effects without guessing. And also you want to start with one at a time. Any practitioner more than likely will just start with one that aligns with your goal. For example, if your focus is energy without a crash, you may start with maca. If your focus is on sleep, then it may be ashwagandha. So it just depends on what you are looking to accomplish and achieve, and know that it takes time. From the beginning or onset of consumption, it's going to take at least 2 to 4 weeks to begin to see a change. Do not set unrealistic time frames to see differences. Adaptogens are not a quick fix. They are a slow work and they build over time. And then you can also continue to journal how you feel. And know that you should immediately stop consumption of this herb if you are experiencing insomnia, headaches, mood swings, digestive issues, or any irregularities with your hormones. They may indicate that your body is not matched appropriately with this particular herb, and you may need to make a different choice or alternative. And adaptogens are specific. They are allies to your wellness. They're not magic or natural pills, and they are specific to one area that you may be focused on. It's not a cure-all. And again, you want to be low and slow, and you don't want to mix too many or self-prescribe with complex formulas. And you want to reevaluate every month, every 4 weeks. Also be aware that adaptogens are not a one-size-fits-all. The amount that you consume does depend on your age, your overall health status and constitution, and your body type. What calms you may be overstimulation for someone else. So again, it's important to make sure that you begin your doses based on your suggested plan. It's also suggested that you consume the adaptogens in a whole food plant base instead of pills that claim to be made of these herbs for several reasons. With the whole food plant, you know the source. You know exactly what you have, the plant itself. Some powders or pills, you may not know how it's been manufactured, what's mixed with it, and you may not know the amount of the dosage correctly. It's best to go with the actual natural plant, or have your herbalist or Ayurvedic practitioner make the plant into a capsule for you. That way you know exactly what you have, and your dosage is pre-measured specifically and germane to you and what you're looking to achieve. If your herbalist suggests that you can buy some of the adaptogens over the counter, make sure that you purchase from quality brands, which may be organic or certified, because you want to make sure you're not buying anything that's been generic, untested, contaminated with heavy metals or pesticides, improperly labeled, or ineffective due to low potency. And finally, always be honest with your medical professional, especially if you're taking medications for blood pressure, sugars, mental health, antidepressants, or hormone therapies or birth control. We want to make sure that there's no interactions. Now that we've talked about the precautions and the overall benefits, what are some examples of adaptogens that are whole food plant-based that you can begin with? There are some safe adaptogens that for most people where you may not need to consult an herbalist. For example, Tulsi. Tulsi is called holy basil. You can generally get it as a stress-soothing tea to calm the nervous system and generally lift your mood. You drink it as a tea. It can mildly lower your blood sugar or pressure, so be sure to monitor if you're very sensitive. Another one is hormone friendly. It's called a hormone friendly superfood. It's maca root. It supports your libido. It supports your hormonal balance, energy, and mood. You can get it as a powder for smoothies, add to your oatmeal, but avoid in large amounts if you have thyroid or hormone sensitive conditions. Reishi mushroom is considered a calm down tonic, supports your deep sleep, and stress recovery. It's very gentle and grounding. It could be brewed into a tea. Its best use is suggested for the evenings, as it may cause drowsiness. Shoshana berry is for balance. It's good for liver support, mental clarity, and hormonal regulation. Helps to stabilize mood. You can drink it as a tea or add it to smoothies. Lion's mane mushroom. It's considered a brain boosting food. It enhances focus, memory, and it's gentle that you can use it a little each day. It's delicious as it is, or you can use it in coffee or tea blends. It's most popularly used in mushroom coffee. You can also add it to soups and broths. Ashwagandha, which is probably one of the most well-known of the adaptogens. It's considered the stress shield. It's calming and nourishing. It helps lower cortisol, and it's good for sleep support. You can drink it as a tea, or you can mix it in a plant-based milk with a dash of cinnamon. If you need an energy boost, rhodiola rosacea. It's often called nature's energy booster. It helps fight fatigue, support mental performance, and it's great for morning high-focused tasks. Adaptogens are natural herbs, and they offer a powerful natural way to support the body's resilience to stress, improve focus, boost energy, and promote calm, all without relying on stimulants or sedatives. They're rooted in traditional healing systems and supported by modern research. These herbs and fungi work by gently guiding the body back to balance. And while many adaptogens are safe and accessible through teas and whole foods, using them mindfully to avoid temptation to self-diagnose and overuse will allow you, through thoughtful, informed approaches, to use them as an ally in your daily routine to help you thrive. The information and suggestions today is for educational purposes and not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. This information should not replace your medical advice or treatment from a qualified herbalist or healthcare provider. Always consult your licensed herbalist, specialist, or medical professional before beginning any new supplement, especially if you are pregnant, nursing, taking medications, or have a pre-existing health condition. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's insights help you on a personal journey towards a healthier, happier life. Don't forget to join every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern for more self-care and holistic wellness tips. Before you go, make sure to comment, click the bell, like, and subscribe buttons for upcoming episode notifications. Be sure to always consult a medical professional before making any major changes regarding your health, diet, or routine. In the meanwhile, stay motivated, stay inspired, and remember, every step you take is one step closer to a better you. Until next time, keep flourishing, and as always, may all be well.